Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Have a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're watching the video. I hope you've got something to look forward to tomorrow, and maybe this is the type of video that will give you something to look forward to next time you go to your card shop. And today we're actually talking about Dwarven Miner, the as it's been told to me, the sultry dwarf. Dwarven Miner, it's a 2 cost for 1/2. Then its ability is 2 and 1 red, tap, destroy target non-basic land. At the time this was printed, there weren't very many non-basic lands that people were playing regularly. You had Brushland, Pain lands, basically, from Ice Age. I think 5th edition was just around the corner. It's a really nice card. It gets out on turn 2, and by turn 3 you play another land, and you can immediately use its ability. So it messed with a lot of 2 and 3 color decks, and was one of the driving forces of the Necro deck and Sly and Senior Stompy, because as a monocolor deck, you didn't have non-basic lands, you didn't have to worry about anything from Dwarven Miner. But now that people can play Tiny Leaders and Commander, Dwarven Miner is one of the best cards that you can play. You put it out on turn 2 or earlier if you get it out on turn 1 and use it on your next turn. It changes the game. Yeah, your opponent might never recover by not being able to keep their lands in play. It's something that can draw the attention away from your big creature, from your commander, or from your tiny leader, because they have to get rid of it. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to keep their lands in play. And what makes it worse is it's actually a twin. Dwarven Blast Miner, printed in Onslaught, does the same effect as Dwarven Miner, but you have it as a morph creature. So you can play it. You can play it for 3 colorless, and they won't know what it is until you pay 1 red and flip it, and then pay 2 and 1 red and destroy their land. And these 2 cards together can just decimate your opponent's mana supply, or just completely just completely remove it from their table. Because they're essentially the same card, although this is only 1 power and 1 toughness. 2 mana, easy to get out, hard to recover from, really. And actually dirt cheap right now. You could get either of them, I think, for less than $1. And I know it's how some people feel about land destruction, and like I said, the only way to really get around is to play monocolor. But that is a thing. And I think everyone should build a land destruction deck at least once, so you know what you're playing against and how they work, because it's the best way to understand something. Likewise, if your opponent, if one of the people at your local card shop wants to go to an event or any kind of tournament outside of town, you should have something to play against their deck so that they know what they can expect. Because even if you don't play land destruction, even if you don't believe in it, someone out there does competitively. And someone should be playing that deck. Not competitively, but should have a deck built so other people can try their skill against it. And I'm kind of one of those players. I will play my land destruction deck in a tournament every once in a while. Sometimes I will destroy lands. Sometimes I'll actually wait and see what happens before I ever destroy land. But I have the deck for that reason, is because if you go outside of town, if somebody shows up at my card shop from outside of town and they decide they're going to pick on all the players locally, well, I have a deck that can destroy all their lands, and maybe they don't pick on my friends as much. Although that's like saying Superman is only there just to fight the bad guys. And that's not necessarily true. But these cards do exist, and you can't really ban them, because all in all, there are ways to get around them. You can just kill them outright. It's just 2 toughness and 1 toughness, respectively. It's easy to get around them for that. So yeah, think about building a land destruction deck just to have something that your opponents can play against and try their luck against. These are really good ones. Get them out early, see what they can do. And like I said, they're dirt cheap, easy to get. Well, I hope this video has been informative, and I hope you've learned about some new cards and what they can do. This works very well in red-green. Even in mono-red, there's enough mana ramp in red now that you could actually do this. Get it out and use it immediately on turn 3. Not much that you can get it out on turn 1 anyway to use on turn 2. Even green can't do that consistently. But it is a good card. Gets rid of Maze of Ith, gets rid of so many problem lands. Even if you don't want to do land destruction, it's a good idea to have a few cards that can deal with lands. And I think I'm going to call the video there. I hope this was informative. I hope you learned some new things. Hope you're having a great day, and I hope I gave you something to look forward to. Take care, everybody.